Let's get to it.
Alright YouTube, what's going on? Old Man Mesa back at it with some Destiny. So the Bungie weekly update just hit for August 27th. Lots of stuff in there. I'm going to link it in the description, but just want to talk about what I feel is the most important things. And one of the most important things that we're getting patch 2.0 on September 8th. Okay, so that'll be great because we can go in and play with all, well, for me at least, play with those auto rifles and see how they feel. I know they felt good when I went to Bungie this week. I was using them the whole time in playing some Rift and also in the Taken King. So I'm just going to read a lot of this verbatim here, but let's start off with a quote from Luke Smith talking about the Taken King. In our Strike the Dreadnought reveal earlier this week, we showed some and told some about how we wanted strikes to move forward in Year 2. Strike replayability is augmented by variability. Bosses with more interested combat phases and less vitality, strike-specific rewards. An example, armor drops that look like trophies from the strike boss. Example, weapons that only drop from certain strikes. When we were opening up, well, actually, no, I can't tell you about it, but I do know what they're talking about with regards to how are things going to drop. It's may not, you know, I'm not going to say anything more. I'll just say that, okay, so when you kill the boss in that, the strike we just saw, the Cabal Brothers, right, you instead of seeing the reward at the end of the reward screen, right when you kill it, that's when you see the drop. And some major changes to the Nightfall and also weekly heroics, so check it out. Another thing we didn't like about Year 1 Nightfall was how players could feel forced to play Nightfall as early as possible in the week to maximize the benefit from the Nightfall buff. I know I do that every Tuesday, first thing in the morning. So we've shelved that buff until we can reform it into something closer to its original intent of market prestige for having achieved something challenging. We've adjusted sources of XP and reputation up to account for its absence. So here's what you're going to need now. You have to be level 40. Wiping is no longer going to send you back into orbit. That's kind of interesting. Now uses 30-second timeout penalty for depth, same as the raid is normal. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, that was kind of the whole thing, is it really built up the intensity when, if you all wiped, you're going to go back into orbit. And how I would plan specifically when I would do it with my friends or with you guys as subscribers, we would try to have a Warlock Sunsinger on each round to self-res in case we're all shit out of luck. I don't know. What do you guys think in the comment section? Then it looks like they're going to remove the weekly heroic strikes. I'm not happy about that either. Okay, so it says, we've removed the dedicated weekly heroic strike from the game this fall. In its place, we've added a new playlist, the Vanguard Heroic Playlist. Each week, players receive bonus legendary marks from the weekly heroic playlist. These awards are received at the account level rather than the character level, as was the case with Year 1 weekly heroic rewards. So now here's the actual changes. We made this change to enable players to focus on a single character more or feel less pressure to gear 3 characters at once for legendary marks. So here are the requirements. Got to be level 40. They've removed the weekly heroic strikes. Instead, accounts receive legendary marks for completing first 3 weekly strikes. Remove the weekly cap on how many legendary marks can be earned. We know that already. Guarantee a legendary engram drop from a character's first clear of the weekly heroic strike. And I'm on the fence. Actually, you know what? I don't dislike. Look at that double rocket tube right as I die. I actually kind of like this change. I think it's kind of giving you more activities instead of just having to do that. Okay, you do the weekly once, you're done. You got your coins, you got your blue engrams. Here, you're gonna have to jump into this weekly heroic strike playlist, and you're gonna have to do a couple of strikes. I like that. I like doing strikes. Okay, the more strikes, the merrier Shawnee is. And now for the PvP folks, they're going to have a weekly ritual, which is really good because they self-admit here. It says, Nightfall was built as a ritual experience for groups of 3 players in PvE. In Year 1, we didn't have a good weekly ritual experience for PvP players. Then it goes on to say, once players have completed the PvP intro chain on Lord Shaxx, they receive access to the weekly PvP quests on Lord Shaxx and the PvP Quartermaster. So, each week, Lord Shaxx will have a bounty called The True Meaning of War. Completing this bounty each week, which requires completing the PvP weeklies, grants players Nightfall tier rewards. Very cool, guys. I like that. Now, daily heroic, daily PvP. It's important to us that Destiny remains compatible with real life. Playing multiple characters can sometimes feel like a job or a chore. The daily heroic and daily PvP often felt that way. Not really. So we increased their rewards and made them an account completion. We want players to choose which characters they want to play on and earn legendary marks on. Then they also throw in, did we mention that you'll need to confront the immediate threat first? Oryx lies between you and these challenges. You need to survive his wrath to partake in the new endgame. Meaning, you got to get to level 40. That's what I'm reading into that. So, also, we got to make sure that for patch 2.0, it's going to take up 18 gigs. Okay, so make sure you got some free space. So, after they talk about the Nightfalls and weeklies and all that stuff, they go into what's going to be coming down in terms of for PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360. So, make sure you got some hard drive space because patch 2.0 will be coming September 8th. And that is all I wanted to babble through, guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll make sure I link it in the description. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. Some really cool movies of the week. Let's see, we got a Year 1 Destiny montage, the most infamous fan trailer, best throwback to classical literature. Let's see, Destiny Trials of Osiris, when your team abandons you. All right, I'm going to watch all these. Make sure you watch all those fan videos in the bottom, movie of the week stuff. So, all right, Babble Mode's engaged. Drop a like in this video, only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream. Links will be in the description. And that's it. I am out of here like Vladimir.